The current grounds for Shirley Boys has run its course. Some would even say it ran its course many years ago. This was also imposed by the Ministry of Education after the earthquake. Shirley Boys High School was opened in 1957, aimed at Eastern Christchurch boys. The school has finally decided that it's time to leave these classrooms and move to a more modern learning environment. Some are excited for this move, others not so much. With this move brings a completely different learning environment. This new environment brings problems to the teachers and students in the classroom. The main question is why. We start by asking Shirley Boys Deputy Principal, Mr. Wilson Pine, why we are moving sites.
We're moving because the current site that we're on at Shirley Boys High School, the site that we've had for over 60 years, has been severely damaged by the earthquake. There are a number of buildings that have structural damage, nothing that's dangerous, but certainly something over a long period that would degrade. So the decision was made by the Ministry of Education several years ago in consultation with the Shirley Boys High School Board of Trustees that we've moved to a new site. And so we are now moving to the new QE2 site and hopefully starting there at term 2 2019.
The current site is tired, dated and damaged from the earthquake and its ongoing aftershocks. Students of Shirley Boys have experienced these firsthand with ongoing effects. How does Mr. Wright feel about the library at the new site after managing the Shirley Boys Library for many years?
We're actually concentrating on the stock that we're having in the new library of a lot less non-fiction, because I agree students use computers to find out facts. But the fiction section is going to be the largest part of the library, and kids still enjoy reading books, some kids, and hopefully it will improve.
We will now ask Mr. Ambrose why we are transitioning to a modern learning environment.
There is no educational research that supports that a modern learning environment is a better environment for students and staff to learn in, or students to learn and teachers to teach it. This is pure economics. This is the building is cheaper to build. And if I were to put my crystal ball forward 20 years, I would say a lot of schools will be working hard to raise money to put partitions or walls on. But there's no educational basis for it. There's no research that supports it.
Sounds like Mr. Ambrose has his doubts about the move, but has high hopes for us. We will now ask Shirley Boys Principal, Mr. Lawrenson, if Shirley Boys and Avonside will ever merge classes.
We are not joining Avonside. There's nothing wrong with Avonside, but they're a different school with a different ethos and philosophy. They serve their community, which is different from our community. So we'll collaborate to some extent, a bit like before your time, when we had Marion College across the road. We'll collaborate with some teaching areas, but as far as the average boy in the school is concerned, business as usual, single-sex boys, and we're relatively spatially close to single-sex girls, but we're not joining.
We have now moved sites, so how do teachers feel after teaching here for a month? Do they like the new environment, or do they wish we had never moved?
I think it is far superior to the previous environment we had at the old site on North Parade. With regards to some of the issues that we've encountered in the first couple of weeks, I think that any transition to a new environment or new space or new way of thinking is going to have challenges, but I think that the opportunities eventually will far outweigh the challenges as we get used to them and overcome them.
So teachers are enjoying the new facilities and learning spaces, but how is the relationship going between Shirley Boys High School and Avonside Girls High School?
Are there some issues? Of course there are, and there are issues that we've got to try and sort out. Because we have a girls' school next door to us now, and the girls' school is quite markedly different from us. Not better, not worse, different. It is structured differently. Its values, some of them are the same, some of them are quite different as well. The way they go about the business, quite different, with some similarities too. we've got to accommodate that to make both schools work and work effectively. Are we there yet? The answer is no, but we're working in the right direction. For example, we've now got a system whereby the boys got a one-way corridor system to get to the cafeteria. That's working better. Is it perfect? No. Is the library and the way it's being used perfect? No. We've got stuff that we need to address, and that's work in progress.
The new site is awesome. The facilities are amazing. As for learning, it's at its best that it's ever been. Students are enjoying learning in the new environment, and teachers are learning new ways to teach. After being located at 77 North Parade for 62 years, both students and teachers have formed an incredibly strong link with the school grounds. To farewell the site, there was a school-wide haka performed at the North Parade entrance. News reporters described it as spine-tingling.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all